Austin's Rainey Street just got its crown jewel, the modern condominium. But is it worth the hype or just another glass tower? I mean, it does have cutting edge design, amenities galore, and a prime location in the heart of Rainey Street. It's almost reshaping what it's like to live downtown. But is it the right investment for you? Let's dive in and find out. I'm going to show you what it's like to live there, the amenities, pricing, and the pros and cons so you can determine if it's the right one for you. So here is our bird's eye view of the Modern right here. You can see it's down in the middle of all the high rises down in the Rainey Street area. We have the University of Texas and the Capitol to the north, I-35 to the east, and then we have the beautiful Lady Bird Lake, Colorado River to the south. So it depends which kind of angle you have in the Modern as to what view you have, unless of course you have the penthouse and you're on top and you have all 360 degrees. So there are 319 units in here total. They range from 1 bedroom to 5 bedrooms, the 5 bedroom being the penthouse, of course. It goes up 56 stories, and the penthouses are actually 2 stories. So it's on the 55th and 56th floor. And then on the 53rd and 54th floor, they have sub penthouses. So what that means is they're half the floor, not quite as large, but still have that luxurious, large living lifestyle at the top of the building. Now, to give you a view from the regular map as we zoom in here on Rainey Street, if you're not familiar with it, it is a really fun entertainment district. It's like the old 6th Street used to be. This is more modern and new. So on the actual Rainey Street, you're going to have restaurants, bars, dance clubs, and just a really cool area you can walk around and kind of just bop in and out of them. And then if you're into exercise, you can come out the Modern and get down to the lake in just a fraction of a minute because you're right there. And then you have that 10-mile loop I already mentioned that goes all the way around the lake that you can either bike, jog, or walk. It's one of the prize jewels in all of Austin because to go around all of Lady Bird Lake is a real treat. So let's jump right into some pricing. But first of all, let's talk about what makes a condo more expensive. First of all, the size of the unit, of course. Second is the finish outs in the unit. And then lastly is the direction that it faces. Not lastly, the direction that it faces, because if you have a water view versus a non-water view, that's going to be more expensive. The last part is how high. The higher you are in a condo, the more expensive it is, hence the reason the penthouse is on the top. So those are what creates the differences in your price variables here, but basically you can get into a 1 bedroom, at the $600,000 level. You're gonna hit the 2 bedrooms, you're gonna break that $1 million price point for 2 bedrooms. Again, the lower the floor, lower the unit in the building, the cheaper the price. And they have different styles of 2-bedroom units, different sizes. Then once you get into your 3-bedroom units, you're going to start really having that price go up. You can still get one at just under $2 million, but then you're starting to go up into the multi-millions at $6 million, $50,000. The sub penthouse is on the 53rd floor. It's 6,200 square feet, so it's really big. It has a wine room and everything. That one is currently listed for $10,250,000, just to give you an idea of where the pricing is on these units. Let's talk what comes with this beautiful building here. So when you live in one of these downtown condos, you're going to have HOA fees, and those fees are going to be varied based on how much square footage you have. So for example, if you have one of the smaller units, the 1 bedrooms, it might be more closer to $500 a month, and that would be like a $600,000 unit. If you had one of the higher end properties, more like a $6 million unit, then your HOA fees would be more like $3,000 a month. But look at this picture here and you can see what is included in all the HOA fees. So what they have here, a resort style pool with all these downtown views. They have a residence lounge, co-working spaces, 24/7 concierge, valet, secure parking. They have those pet amenities where they have the little floor where you can let your pet out to go to the bathroom. They have a little dog wash area. They have a fitness center, yoga and Pilates rooms, multiple private dining areas that you can reserve. They have other dining areas that are shared. They have boardrooms and business center. They even have guest suites. They have a storage for bikes and paddle boards. They have a hospitality concept area. They have a speakeasy on the 35th floor. They have grilling areas in multiple levels, outdoor theater, ping pong, foosball. Here's the dog wash there. And then they each have TVs and fireplaces and grills in those outdoor areas, and they also have a movie lounge. So while the HOA fees may seem high and daunting, the things that you get with it make up for living in that small space and not having a yard. You have all of these awesome facilities to use as a resident in the Modern. So let's talk pros and cons. I mean, pro number one is where you are located. The walkability, you go downstairs, you're right in the middle of restaurants, bars, entertainment, and right there by the trail of Lady Bird Lake that you can get your exercise in. The second pro is if you don't want to leave the building, you have everything you need inside the building, from dining areas to fitness rooms to dog wash, dog walks, all the things. It's all within your community inside the building. Third pro is high-end finishes and a cool design. You have floor-to-ceiling windows throughout, views for days, and really nice terraces on most of the units. The fourth pro, it's new construction, modern design, current trends, and energy efficiency that you're going to get more so than if you were to buy an old one. And the fifth pro, strong lifestyle branding. I mean, if you say you live in the Modern, you're just automatically cool. Now, what are the cons there, the things that are not so hot? Well, I mean, it's busy. If you're not into the busy lifestyle, it could be too noisy and just too many people around for you to really relax and enjoy it. The second con is high fees and high price. Not only are you paying a lot for each unit, you've got high HOA fees every single month, and those will A, never go away, and B, never go down. They're only gonna go up in price. The third con is, well, no matter what, you are sharing a wall, and no matter how thick they build those walls, you're always going to hear some neighbor somewhere, whether they're walking down the hallway, above you, beside you. Now, they've gotten a lot better. They're very soundproof, but you still are sharing walls at the end of the day. The fourth con, I mean, you do have a lot of amenities and shared space, but that's just it. It's shared space. So you have no private yard, you have no personal outdoor area for yourself, except if you have your terrace on your own unit. Now, you do have that, but if you're one that needs to get outside and walk around and be on your own, this probably isn't the one for you. And the last con is when you have an HOA, rules and restrictions come with that. You can only paint your door a certain color, probably not paint it at all. You can only park your car in certain areas. You can only have noise at certain times. Your shared areas, you have to make sure that you reserve them or they're open when you want to use them and things like that. So while it's not the end of the world, you do have to follow the rules when you live in the same building with lots of other people. So this condo is in line with the other luxury condos downtown. Kevin Burns and Urban Space did the Independent, so obviously they're very similar. We've got the W, Four Seasons, Austonian, Proper, all these other high-rise condos. They have something in common in that they're in the same area, but they're all just a little bit different. And the Modern is one of our newest and sleekest designs. Does it fit for you? Does it look like something you want to live in and explore that downtown lifestyle, be right on Rainey Street in the thick of things? If it looks good, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom, and we'll get you in there right away so you can decide if it's the right lifestyle for you. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. I can't wait to see you at the top of that building.